Welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studio in Abuja. I am Yumuna Bagudu. Here are the top stories. Nigerian's First Lady inaugurates Young Farmers Club. Pape residents panic as tremor vibration hit Nigerian's capital. Housing Ministry partners notable UK Land Valuation Agency on review of compensation rates for public land acquisition. Group raises alarm over plot by NNPCL to manipulate Dangote petrol price. Niger Delta Development Commission to build multi-purpose emergency shelters. On the foreign scene, Singapore struggles with low sales and high prices in new home sales. In sports, Liverpool struns past Milan 1-3 in Champions League opener. To begin the news, wife of the president, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has flagged off the inaugural ceremony for the first 240 members of the Young Farmers Club, an initiative which aims to engage young people early on to instill a passion for agriculture and farming. Speaking at the event, the First Lady mentioned that the club is a collaboration between the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and the Renewed Hope Initiative, which was designed to catch the youth early in the area of farming. She added that the club spread across various schools in Nigeria in order to create the understanding that farming is not just an occupation, but a way of life which can create employment opportunities for the teeming youth population and help diversify the economy.
Agriculture has always been the backbone of our nation. From time past, we have tilled the land with our hands and hearts, to the present, where agriculture continues to be a crucial part of our daily lives and economy. It is clear that farming is not just an occupation. It is a way of life which can create employment opportunities for our teeming young population, help diversify the economy, and put food on our tables. As I reminisce, I remember the groundnut pyramids and cotton plantations in the north, palm oil cultivation in the east, cocoa and rubber plantations in the west and the southern part of Nigeria. I believe all of these can be resuscitated and scaled up with modern techniques and mechanization.
Giving their remarks, the Ministers of Agriculture and Food Security stated that the initiative will enhance the interest of the young in agriculture as a career.
Through the Young Farmers Club, we are not only introducing agricultural education at an early age, but also instilling a sense of responsibility towards an environment. Today, we are nurturing a passion for farming among our youth, a passion that is crucial for ensuring the sustainability of our food supply for years to come.
The recent federal government policy, which focuses on vocational education and the development or attainment of the SDGs, definitely aligns with what we are doing here today. Therefore, the Young Farmers Club is aimed at helping members to achieve the following objectives: to acquire better farming skills and practices, homemaking and rural community development, informal training in agriculture, improvement in social and recreational activities. Therefore, on this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here to unveil and unleash the next generation of farmers that will help us to feed the growing population of Nigeria.
The inductees, dressed in their club uniforms, took the pledge administered by the minister and received their membership cards and farming tools from the First Lady. The event, which took place in Abuja on Tuesday, marked the official launch of the club. Residents of Abuja living at Pape in Buari Area Council has been thrown into panic over continued suspected tremors and vibrations in parts of the city. Dr. Ebenezer Adebisi, the chairman of Pape Hills Landlord Association, told newsmen on Tuesday that the residents had been experiencing the vibration in the last 5 days. Adebisi, who is a retired Corps commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, said that was not the first time the residents of the area were having such an experience. He said although it happened some years ago, it had become more consistent in the past 5 days, According to him, residents of the area felt the tremors and vibrations were more than the usual ones they experienced during the blasting of the rocks in the area by quarry companies. He said the vibration was more intense throughout Sunday and Monday night. The Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has begun a landmark partnership with the Central Association of Agricultural Valuers, CAV, a renowned UK-based professional body specializing in agricultural and rural valuation. The collaboration aims to leverage the expertise, knowledge and experience of CAV towards finalizing the long-overdue review and update of methodologies for compensation rates for public land acquisition in Nigeria, with a focus on crops and economic trees. Speaking at the first day of the Knowledge Exchange Program in London, the Honorable Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Abdullahi Tijani Gwarzo, emphasized the significance of the partnership in the context of Nigerians' ongoing land reforms. He noted that the program marks a critical step in the country's efforts to review, update, and harmonize land compensation rates and standards in line with global best practices. Gwarzo highlighted the challenges faced in implementing the Land Use Act of 1978, which defines the process of compulsory land acquisition and compensation for affected landowners. These challenges include the outdated compensation rates and the absence of a nationwide scientifically grounded structure for determining compensation. Under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, the ministry has embarked on comprehensive land reforms aimed at addressing bottlenecks and inefficiencies in the country's land value chains. One of the core aspects of these reforms is the review of outdated compensation rates that have been in use since 2008. Now, the presidency has dismissed a viral media report claiming President Bola Tinubu has asked the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso, to resign. Some online media outlets on Tuesday published reports of the purported presidential directive to Cardoso, quoting some unnamed presidency sources. However, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, reacting to the report on his verified X handle, described the report as all lies. The report had alleged that President Tinubu ordered Cardoso to resign due to his inability to revive the naira and address the country's economic challenges. However, Onanuga's statement contradicts these claims, emphasizing that President Tinubu has not requested Cardoso's resignation. The Coalition of Energy Reforms Lawyers and Activists, CALA, has accused the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, of attempting to undermine Dangote Refinery's efforts to address Nigerians' energy crisis. At a press conference, the coalition's spokesperson Okwadan alleged that NNPCL spread falsehood about Dangote Refinery's pricing, claiming it sold PMS at 868 naira per litre. Dan described these as a deliberate attempt to frustrate Dangote Refinery's smooth operations and part of a larger regime of corruption aimed at frustrating local refineries and perpetrating fuel subsidy scams. He, however, criticized NNPCL's lack of transparency and accountability in crude oil management, citing its reference for importing substandard PMS from abroad.
The NNPCL's deliberate attempts to undermine Dangote Refinery reveal a disturbing commitment to perpetuating a culture of fraud and deceit within the Nigeria oil industry. Instead of supporting local initiatives to address perennial fuel supply and pricing issues, the NNPCL has chosen to disseminate falsehood, foster sabotage, and maintain an environment of opacity and corruption that has bedeviled the sector for the past 50 years.
In a move to advance education and youth empowerment, the governor of Taraba State, Dr. Agbo Kefas, has inaugurated a training program in hydroform brick molding technology under the Taraba Young Professionals Scheme. This initiative is part of his administration's broader commitment to enhance educational infrastructure and empower the youth with valuable skills. During the official flag-off, Governor Kefas emphasized that the project is a crucial step in fulfilling his administration's promise of delivering good governance, with a particular focus on providing free, compulsory, and high-quality education. He reiterated that improving educational standards are always been a cornerstone of his leadership, highlighting that the new brick molding technology will enable the construction of durable school buildings across all 16 local government areas in the state.
One of the central pillars of our vision has always been the provision of free, high-quality education for primary and secondary schools that are backed by the necessary infrastructures that will stand the test of time. Today, we are here to flag off the training of our dynamic young people on the use of the newly acquired hydroform block-making machines from South Africa. With these machines, we'll construct new schools building across all the 16 local governments within 6 months. The schools that will not only serve the current generation, but will also stand strong for many generations to come.
Dr. Augustina Godwin, the Commissioner for Education, disclosed that participants were selected from all 16 local government areas and 45 hydroform machines will be deployed across the state. She emphasized that the 100 youths trained under this program will be at the forefront of transforming the state's educational infrastructure.
The state government, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, has procured 45 of these hydroform block molding machines. These machines will be deployed across the state, ensuring that every corner of Taraba benefits from this program. The 100 trainees present here today are the pioneers of this initiative, and you will be tasked, these young men will be tasked with stepping down this training to others in their local government areas.
Addressing the youths, Abdul Hakim Usman, country representative of Hydroform International, praised the governor's foresight, calling the initiative a revolutionary step in modern building technology for the state. He also encouraged continued collaboration between Hydroform International and the state to further empower the youth and expand affordable housing schemes.
We commend His Excellency for this bold initiative. This technology is also regarded as a green technology. Hydroform wants two things from Taraba State Government: a commitment for continuous training of the youth to acquire required skills for the development of Taraba State, to partner with Taraba State Government in delivering high-quality schools, and establish a self-sustaining, affordable housing program for the generality of the good people of Taraba State.
The Lagos state government has issued contravention notices to more than 280 illegal property owners and occupiers within the Mayegun waterfront scheme located in Etiosa local government area, citing violations such as master plan distortion, slum development, and risk of coastal erosion. According to a statement posted on the Lagos State Government X, formerly Twitter account on Tuesday, September 17, 2024, confirmed that the action carried out on Saturday, September 14, is part of the government's broader effort to curb unregulated development that threatens Lagos' urban landscape. According to the statement, those served with the contravention notices have 7 days to submit relevant documentation and approvals to justify their occupation of the properties in question. Failure to comply with these directives will result in demolition notices being issued. As the government continues to demonstrate its firm commitment to enforcing urban planning laws and safeguarding the state's vulnerable coastal areas. The chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, Mr. Christopher Mekalangu, has begun the construction of the Baduma Community Market. Speaking during the foundation laying ceremony of the market on Tuesday, Mekalangu stated that the work, which is under a public-private partnership arrangement, will provide a befitting complex that will serve as a one-stop shop for investors doing business in the council. He said the event was necessitated by the need to restore sanity in the area council, which will build an economy that will provide opportunities and support the entrepreneurial spirit of the Amak residents. The Niger Delta Development Commission has announced plans to build 6 multi-purpose emergency shelters in Bayelsa, Delta and River states for internally displaced persons in preparation for the anticipated floods in the Niger Delta region. The managing director of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, disclosed these at a press conference at the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt on Tuesday. Ogbuku explained that the initiative is part of proactive measures to alleviate the impact of recurring floods in the region. He noted that the project was conceived in response to the frequent flooding challenges faced in the area, and the facilities at the emergency shelters would include essential amenities such as a school, hospital, cafeteria, police post, and recreation center. The NDDC Chief Executive Officer further stated that these facilities will provide comprehensive support to communities in times of distress. After the break, more stories coming your way. Stay with us.
Get credible and authentic housing news at your fingertips by downloading the Housing TV mobile app. You can also join the African International Housing Show live from across the globe through the Housing TV mobile app. The mobile app features live streaming and trending housing news. You can locate the AIHS venue via the app, network with AIHS seasoned speakers, and live chat with exhibitors. You can also order house or building materials at AIHS via this app. Download the Housing TV mobile app now from the App Store and Google Play Store. And don't forget to click on the notification button. Available for both iOS and Android users. Housing TV is also on Star Times, channel 149 decoder.
Glad to know you're still there. Now, the Nigerian police force has arrested and paraded 14 suspects in connection with kidnapping, murder, banditry, vandalism, among other heinous crimes. The suspects, according to the Force Public Relations Officer Muyiwa Adejobi, were arrested in connection with armed robbery, kidnapping, homicide, unlawful possession of firearms, rape and defilement, cultism, and other sundry crimes. The total number of firearms recovered includes 185, with a total number of 4,087 ammunition of various calibers recovered from suspects. 101 vehicles recovered, while 129 kidnapped victims were rescued. Not only that, 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunition of various calibers have been recovered, 107 vehicles recovered, and 97 victims rescued. ACP Adejobi, while parading 14 suspects arrested by the FID and